Frisco G, Sacred Truth OG, Shaman Truths. Yes, sir. Before we go in, I'm like, yo, man, can somebody send me like $3 while I get everything returned back to me that was stolen? Do I just need $3 so I can get some headphones, bro? I have no headphones. $3, bro. If you want to send a five, hey, you can, but I really only need $3. Just three little lousy dollars. Cash App is EG Fiscal One. All lowercase with the one at the end. EJJIFISKER one. EG Fiscal One. It's all lowercase with the one at the end. But you see the title of the video? There's some people in your energy just resonate with you. They're forced to pay everything back, but that doesn't mean they're getting off the hook. They see there is a big, there's something that was debunked going around. People have been saying that, hey, bro, this dude's crazy. This woman's crazy. They do drugs, this, that, and the third, so we need to take their money. But that is a big lie. There's been secret messages on behalf of you. I don't know, the divine, that's what it is. The divine has been showing people who you really are. So I'm guessing people got access to your channel that needs to see your channel, or people got access to what you do. People seen a piece of you with not with no interference of the enemy trying to say you're this. They see you for who you are from first glance, from their experience, rather than people coming to them, witnesses being bought, people being paid to tell you who you are. That's really not who you are, but who they see you for who you are, and it's not what they've been saying. You know, you're not who they've been barking you up to be, and so what they're putting together is this was a big RICO because you got to see how many businesses was involved. You got to see how many people that was involved. You got to see how many people of power that was attached to this. So yeah, this is a RICO at the end of the day, bro. All they did was come together to steal everything from you. It's short and simple. It's not no this dude needs help. It's none of that. It's a whole bunch of people grouped together to steal your stuff. This is short and sweet. Short and sweet, bro. It's a whole bunch of people grouped up together to steal everything from you. That's exactly what happened. They seen that there were some people that left you things ever since you was a kid, bro. It just resonated. You always had something that was left to you, bro. But if your situation kind of like mine, I'm not trying to put myself in it, but I gotta talk about myself because, dude, I'm in the pocket with this energy. You were never really your family, right? But your adopted family always knew about stuff about you, bro. They always known about certain accounts, and when you turn 18, you're gonna get this. So they hid that from you, bro. Even you could be around these people. Like there's plenty of times I was around my family before the war really happened because we were at war with each other. Because especially when I'm awakened to who these people are, it's been an act of war ever since. But when the times I was still asleep, they still we weren't we both didn't know we were at war with each other. It's either they knew they were at war with me, but I was still buying into the facade. They still knew about information about us, and they never thought about telling me, bro, because they were always attempting to take it. They were always going to try to take it. They were always going to try to take it, bro. Yeah, they were always going to try to take it, bro. Like I got family members. My uncle just passed, and they stole everything from him, bro. They poisoned him. This is what they do, bro. They took out Uncle Eli, his own brother, and I don't know. I gotta look at his wife too in a weird way because it's like I don't know about that. It's like they poisoned him, bro. I guess he took medicine. They switched his medicine out and they poisoned that man and they stole everything from him. you know. So this is what these people do, bro. They knew they couldn't take you out, even though they still tried and they attempted. So they had to go into court and say you were crazy. They did this over the years, but this one thing that they worked years to get solidified in a false, cruel way has been broken because people actually see you for who you are, and you're exposing these people. Um, you're fending off for yourself. Nobody's taking care of you, bro. Everything that they said is a lie, and there's people in the circle that they're greedy. They're even greedy to these criminals. So there's people going back telling them stuff. There's people going back telling them not the proper authorities because we can't say the authorities because the authorities were bought. There's some people in the police force that was bought. There's some people in your state government that was bought. There's people in the federal government. We know about that that is involved, bro. This wasn't just one area, bro. They were hitting you from all angles. Just to try to see if you will break. Just to try to see if they can break your psyche so they can really throw you in a psych ward. But the proper authorities know who you really are, bro. They know you a gem, and they can look at the landscape that is around you that is trying to paint this narrative on you, and you can just see it for what it is. No, you want this guy put away so you can steal everything else. Because if there was properties in your name, they just see your assets that's connected to you. And then they see all these people salivating over it. It's really not hard to see that these people are actively trying to steal from this person. It's not hard to see, bro. You have to be uncorrupted and have an unbiased judgment on the situations to see for what it is. You can't you can't have a green thumb. You can't be the green-eyed monster. You just got to see it for what it is. This is a group of people that don't want to work for themselves. They just want to take, take, take. So this is a big RICO, and I do know that there's other authorities that are coming to these people. This is regardless of the RICO because what they say you're innocent until proven guilty, but still, they do have word. They do got what they say a message of concern that they have to give back what they stole. But these people won't take accountability. What they were trying to do was they were trying to give you some of the money that they stole from you. They stole properties. I'm pretty sure these people they stole hundreds of thousands of dollars. They couldn't touch everything. That's why they always trying to get you in that psych ward. That's why they always trying to take you out because there's certain things they can't touch. But some of these people were trying to. It couldn't even be people in your family. They were trying to give you money that they stole, not even give you all of it. To where they said we gave it to them, knowing damn well they didn't give it to you. And what catches these people up is paper trails, bro. What you try to rob somebody blind, rob them in broad daylight. See, when you do that, and when you don't try to run off with it, you basically getting yourself caught up. And everything that they did, bro, is getting them caught up, bro, because now you can trace it back to these individuals. It's really not hard to see what it's about. So it's really not hard to see who the culprits are when you coming from an unbiased perspective, when you're not bought, when you're not bribed. It's really not hard to see who's the bad guys in the situation. You're just trying to fend for yourself. You're just trying to, do what you got to do. And these people still actively trying to make your life a living hell. These people are still actively trying to steal stuff, confirmation. So it's like it's really not hard to see. You have to be a blind man not to see. You have to be blind. You have to be you have to be a little baby that just came out the womb, eyes shut, not to see what's going on, bro. It's really not hard to see. So their lies aren't holding up no more. This was just you're just bait, bro. The divine be using this as bait, bro. This was always gonna push into your favor. This was always gonna push into your favor, bro. They can try to retaliate. Let them, man. You're protected. Let them. Let them do whatever they think they gotta do to save their ass. Just let them do it, bro, because that's gonna be the demise. And some of these people, they're not making it out. They got 20, 15 years in there. Something's gonna happen to them in there where they ain't gonna never get out. On some Fleece Johnson, they came in there for 10, and and they keep getting 10 years added on to where they'll never make it out. That's their karma because these people never wanted you to get out of these phases that you used to catch yourself in because of that, what they used to do. I mean, come on. You get people that's stealing stuff from you, stealing homes from you, and stealing money. They're trying to make you suffer, bro. You had people in your own family trying to make you suffer. You had people that had more than you try to make you suffer, taking stuff that they really didn't need, that you probably needed at that moment. So yeah, bro, the karma is harsh. And the divine was just setting you up for better. Confirmation. The divine was just setting you up for bigger and better things. So just you know, just know that the wheel has turned in your favor and everything is going to work out for you, regardless of what happened. Because these people are getting their karma. I'm noticing it's the land, bro. It's the land. It's the type of weather that's letting me know karma is being dished out. Kind of gruesome, you know. It's the weather, bro. It's the how the weather is hitting. The weather is showing me, hey man, it's karma, baby. And nobody's gotten away with what they did, bro. Especially your family, bro. Especially the people closest to you. They are getting it the most. And the people that work with these people that they had a chance to step out and do the right thing. They're facing it the most, bro. They're facing it the most, bro. And it's gonna defeat them. That guilt, that karma, what they took will end up taking them. Like these people did hellacious things to you just to try to take something from you, bro. So you really ain't got to do nothing. They make criminals out of themselves, nonprofit organizations, um, yeah, literally nonprofit organizations. They literally like, yeah, it's a big mess, bro. It's like what they say, a sting operation. This was never gonna go through how they wanted. It may took a couple years, but still they're all going down. I can assure you that. Like Papa said always says, he ain't leaving a stone unturned, no matter where they at, no matter how hard that karma gotta come. That karma gonna come because they were messing with an innocent one. They were messing with somebody on their path, literally minding their business. Just because you're in hermit mode, like isolation, they thought it was okay to steal stuff from you. They thought you were out the picture. No, you're just minding your business, staying away from fucked up people. That doesn't mean you're going through nothing. You're just staying away from the BS. They thought that since you're staying away from the BS and you're not showing yourself that it's okay to steal. See, that's caught them up because they got to pay it back, and they got a case coming up that's going to ultimately get them in prison. It's just like on some Tank stuff. Yeah, Tank out on bond, but dude, you still got a case coming up. Yeah, you could be on house arrest for a second, but you still got a case coming up, buddy. So you already know what that's gonna do. And some of these people are trying to run away, bro. Some of these people are trying to run away. Some of these people aren't even gonna try to pay you. But since there was so much corruption, even the courts gotta pay you. Even the courts gotta pay you because there was corrupt judges, corrupt lawyers in the system to help aid things being stolen from you, false power of attorneys, all that stuff has been notified by the proper authorities. Like, dude, this was a big RICO. This was a big RICO. And if your story's big enough, bro, they're honestly looking to make a documentary out of it, how deep the corruption is and how crazy it was. Like, people passed. You may have made it, but a lot of people passed away on both sides. The people that they took advantage of, like the people that got insurance policies, um, they lost some foot soldiers, all in the attempt to try to get you. And then the people that did make it, that's the innocent slain blood that comes with this type of corruption. Not everybody that's not strong makes it. Not everybody makes it in this stuff, but you made it. So that's a movie in itself, bro. How you made it, and those people didn't. There's something about you that they just wouldn't let they wouldn't let die within your being. So you just got to give yourself credit because a lot of people go through this stuff, they don't make it. Their psyche's broken. There's people in my chat. They talking about, bro, gang stalking messed my mental up. I'm like, God dang, gang stalking just made me lock in. The type of stuff I went through just made me lock in, bro. Made me go back closer to the great brother because he's the one that's helping me out of this stuff. So I don't know. Everybody's different, man. This stuff made me who I am. I'm not PTSD. I do look around because they do have gang stalkers, but I really don't give a hoot toot. I'll just be minding my business, bro. I really don't, I'm not losing sleep at night over these people because run up, you going to get done up. Fucking with me, you going to get fucked up, straight up. Whether that's spiritually or me defending myself, nigga. You're not finna overpower me. I tell you that much, nigga. No reason to be scared of some punks. No reason to be scared of some bullies, bro. But they're being forced to give back everything. And even if they sold some stuff, they still got to give it back. And it won't be long until some of these people's assets get stolen, frozen, because all their assets is honestly yours. You got people out here living lavish off of your stolen money. Confirmation with my boy J-Lock. You got popping up. You got people out here living lavish. Another confirmation. They're living lavish off of your stolen money. They're living lavish. They're sitting in pretty in a beautiful home that was never theirs. And all that's been notified by the proper authorities, the ones that aren't corrupted. They had to get outside people to come into this and deal with this case because damn near the whole police force was corrupted, except the new booties that don't know nothing until they start to see what type of money these people make. And then they might get tempted by the devil. But they had to get outsiders, like internal affair members that aren't greedy and corrupt. They had to get outsiders to deal with this situation. It was a big mess, bro. But it finally got itself sorted out. It finally got itself sorted out, bro. You ain't the proper authorities know who you are, bro. They know who you really are, not what people say. They know who you really are, bro. So don't worry about that smear campaign. Don't worry about the people trying to throw you in the cycle. The real ones know who you really are. Nobody's buying into these lies no more from the enemy. These people are literally your enemy. They could just see over the years, it's the same people, it's the same story, but it don't match up. That's how you know that's some criminal things going on. When they're actively watching you, when you got people watching you, and then you got people out here saying you're doing this and that, but we've been watching them, it don't add up. It don't add up. So it just lets you know that these people have an ulterior motive to get this person jammed up and stuff so they could attempt to steal more. So it's really not hard to see. And a lot of our families have been compromised, meaning like they sold out. A lot of your friends sold out. A lot of people you don't even know, they got a lot of people involved. So this is a huge RICO crime, bro. And you ain't gotta press no charges. They made criminals out of themselves doing this. Just remember that. You don't have to do nothing because these people did all the work for you. Literally, they did all the work for you. So just kind of let it come to you, bro, because it's gonna find you. This is so big, bro. They're gonna find you, bro. Don't worry about it. But that's about it, man. That's your boy, Papa Fisco G. I'm out. Peace. If you want to send a cash donation to your boy, I do need like $3. Like I need some headphones, bro. I have no headphones. Cash App is EG Fisco1, EJJIFISKER1. EG Fisco1, all lowercase, with the one at the end. I'm out. Peace. You right about that, brother. You right about that. You have a good one, Rick. You have a good one, Kate Films. Peace, Kayla.